What's going on, brothers? It's time to tell you the name. Got a video for you. It's your written title, Thot, Part 8. Here goes. So, yeah, I did some searching and I was correct. So apparently there is an antibiotic shortage in these hospitals. And there's also a shortage in generic medication. And this was reported a few months ago. Around the same time, there was a report of a dramatic spike in syphilis cases. And I said this was going to happen. I called this. I said this is going to happen. At some point, all these ditch pigs, all these DNA dumpsters, and all of these walking trash cans and science projects who promote this trash bag behavior, who tell women it's okay to have a roster, tell them that why should men have all the fun? And they go out there, play the field and get dirty. Well, now, wherever they get out there, wherever they catch, they're stuck with it. They're stuck with it. Wherever they have swimming around their bloodstream, they're going to be stuck with it. Even if it's congenital. And at this point, considering what you've seen, what you've heard, the self-made life in this self-guy era, doesn't seem like so much was a bad thing now, does it? Does it? Drizzle, drizzle. I mean, some of you brothers call it the self-guy era and the self-made life. Well, over here we call it the lockout game. But yeah, you got the right idea. Over here, I'm telling you, the master lockout game is perfected. And if you want to live that self-made life, as in you want to live your life without tribe interference, if trollops want to holler at you, start asking for money. Make them pay you for it. Your time isn't cheap. My time isn't cheap. I don't see anything wrong with it. You see, they've been pushing this chicanery on social media for at least closing on a decade. At least. They call it female dating strategies. And they call it a dual mating strategy. Yep. All of the fraud, the usury, the chicanery, the double talk, all the stage theatrics. They push that. And let me ask you this. How many households have they destroyed pushing that nonsense? How many children's lives have they destroyed pushing that nonsense? How many guys have ate hot brass because their lives were shoved into the meat grinder because these trollops destroyed their life for sport, for online clout? How many? When you consider that, when you consider that there's still hoochies and domestic reptiles on social media to this very day, promoting fraud, usury, and extortion, sprinkle, all that shit. The self-guy era, the self-male life, and this lockout game don't seem like bad ideas, now do they? Do they? A few of you brothers will adopt it for your own personal reasons. Others will adopt it because it is the safe route. It's a safe route. Because these trollops who are infested, who are infected, they don't care who they infect. They don't care anymore. Or if you didn't know it already, they're lying about their status. They're concealing their status. They don't care who they infect, who they get sick. That's right, it's a thought fatigue. There's a thought fatigue. More men are going for broke. They're living their life on their own terms, without Trump interference, and they're not getting mixed up with these ditch pigs, these walking trash cans, and these science projects. And I'm all for it. Your self-preservation comes first. Your health comes first. To hell what these tropes think, to hell what these hyenas think, to hell what these Diet Pepsi simps on these podcasts think. Hell, one of them got some hoochie pregnant, and the others, their channels are dying because people are just getting tired of listening to their nonsense. Their nonsense don't draw a dime. They don't draw a dime. All they're doing is steering young men into failure. But the difference between them steering young men into failure and brothers who practice their lockout game or embrace this soft guy era, the difference is the brothers who aren't getting pimped and robbed by these Diet Pepsi Simpson on these podcasts. At least their pockets are still fat. At least they still have their health and well-being. At least they can enjoy their lives without having to worry about paying child support or alimony. At least they do not have to worry about winding up in the cell block or the cemetery because some ditch pig or some walking trash can decides to pick a fight with him as soon as he comes home from work. You still gotta worry about this shit. But it's not what I think. How about you brothers? What are your thoughts on the subject? What are your thoughts on this thought fatigue? What are your thoughts on this soft guy era? I know it's a spoof, but at the same time, it's going viral. Hit up in the comment section. Let me hear your thoughts. All right, fam? All right, brethren? Oh, and I almost forgot. Happy Passover. Happy Passover, brethren. All right, brothers. You know the drill? Your routine. Go your own way, live your own way. That's watch BM. As for these hoochies, these walking trash cans, these Diet Pepsi Sims, I promise we say it, give them nothing. This is Mgtow PSC. Welcome to State. See you soon.